Are you waiting for the highly anticipated Canon EOS R7 Mark II? You might want to sit down for this one. The rumors are swirling right now. The news might not be exactly what you want to hear today. Welcome to Educational Hub. We bring you the best and most honest camera updates. Today we have to talk about the future of Canon. Let us dive into the latest updates. We will talk about the possible delays. We will talk about what this actually means for the future of Canon and its APS-C camera lineup. This is a very big deal for camera lovers. Many of us expected the R7 Mark II to arrive very soon. We thought a summer release was an absolute sure thing. We had our hopes up high. We were ready to see the new specs. However, recent reports from highly reliable overseas sources suggest a very frustrating delay. The big launch might be pushed back completely. It could possibly even be pushed back to next year. This is a massive shock to the community. Why is this happening right now? It seems Canon might prioritize a completely different camera first. They have other big plans in motion. There are very strong rumors about a new video focus model right now. This new model is reportedly called the R6V. You can think of it as a massive full-frame version of the current R50V. Canon wants to dominate the video market. If this rumored R6V hits the market first, things change for everyone. The highly anticipated R7 Mark II will unfortunately have to wait in line. It will take a back seat. This is definitely disappointing for many loyal fans. People have been saving up their money for a very long time. They want a massive upgrade. They want new gear. But now they just have to wait. Let's look at the current camera market today. We need to understand the bigger picture behind Canon and their secret strategy. Right now, Fujifilm is doing incredibly well with their own APS-C cameras. They're selling massive numbers. Models featuring 40-megapixel sensors are extremely popular everywhere. People love to see high numbers on the box. Marketing teams love to sell big numbers. But here is the massive catch that nobody tells you. Packing 40 million tiny pixels onto a small APS-C sensor creates a very big challenge. It is not as great as it sounds. It actually pushes small and lightweight lenses to their absolute physical limits. Lenses can only handle so much detail. When you pack that many pixels together, you start to see lens flaws immediately. You start to see chromatic aberrations much more clearly. You see soft corners. You see every single mistake in the glass. Many experienced photographers realize a hard truth today. Trying to get extreme resolution on a crop sensor is very tough. It is usually a bad idea. What if Canon decides to follow the trend? What if Canon puts a massive 39-megapixel sensor in the new R7 Mark II? On a piece of paper, it sounds totally amazing. People would cheer for the high resolution. In reality, it could be a terrible mistake. It could ruin the camera. To get truly sharp photos with that many tiny pixels, you need absolutely perfect lenses. You need expensive glass. Most small APS-C lenses are simply not perfect at all. They rely heavily on software and digital corrections inside the camera. If you force too much extreme resolution through these cheap lenses, the image quality actually suffers a lot. It goes backward. Honestly, the true sweet spot for APS-C sensors is right around 20 megapixels. That specific number gives you great image quality. It does not overwhelm your lenses. It keeps your files fast. Pushing for unnecessary megapixels might just hurt the overall performance of the camera. It is a trap. Right now, Canon knows exactly what sells. Their best-selling APS-C camera is the entry-level R50 model. It is very affordable. It gets the simple jobs done perfectly. Beginners love it. But Canon knows their true biggest strength is in the premium full-frame market. That is where they make the most impact. That is where all their absolute best lenses are built. Full-frame cameras like the amazing EOS R8 simply offer better overall performance. They are built differently. They have much larger individual pixels on the sensor. Bigger pixels capture much more light. This means you get significantly less noise in your photos. You get much better performance in dark and low light conditions. If you try to perfectly match that high quality on a smaller APS-C camera, you run into trouble. You have to buy very heavy and very expensive full-frame lenses anyway. Buying an affordable full-frame camera often makes much more financial sense in the long run. It saves you headaches. Let's talk about the history of autofocus. Many veteran photographers miss the absolute glory days of the Canon 7D and the legendary 7D Mark II. Those older heavy DSLRs were absolute monsters in the field. They were built like tanks. They were incredibly fast. They used the exact same dedicated autofocus sensors as the flagship 1D professional cameras. You got elite professional autofocus in a much cheaper camera body. It was a golden era for wildlife and sports shooters. But the invention of mirrorless cameras changed everything forever. The technology shifted. Now, the autofocus happens directly on the main image sensor itself. There's no separate focusing chip anymore. Because full-frame sensors have much larger pixels, their autofocus reading is naturally much better and faster. They gather data quicker. An APS-C mirrorless camera simply cannot beat a full-frame camera in autofocus performance anymore. It is held back due to these strict physical limits of light and pixel size. So what do we actually want from the upcoming R7 Mark II? What is the dream list? The biggest hope for everyone is a brand new stacked CMOS sensor. This is new technology. This would drastically improve the entire processing speed of the camera. It will make it fly. It would clear the buffer instantly. But there is one absolute crucial feature it absolutely must have to survive. It desperately needs to support flash synchronization with the silent electronic shutter. The current R7 model cannot do this at all. It fails completely. It is a major weakness for serious professionals who shoot events or wildlife. If the brand new Mark II cannot use a standard flash with a silent electronic shutter, it is bad news. Many professional photographers will simply skip buying it. They will keep their money in their pockets. The sensor readout speed must be incredibly fast enough to support this very basic feature. It is a minimum requirement today. Here is my best opinion on this highly anticipated product. Canon is standing at a very important crossroads right now. In my honest opinion, the R7 Mark II needs to focus strictly on pure speed. It needs to focus on professional usability over a massive and silly megapixel count. A super fast stack sensor combined with electronic flash sync would make it a true winner. It would dominate the entire APS-C space completely. It would be the ultimate wildlife tool. If Canon just lazily bumps the resolution to 40 megapixels without fixing the core speed issues, it will be a disaster. If they ignore the slow readout issues, it might end up being a massive disappointment for serious shooters everywhere. Nobody wants a slow camera with big files. I really hope Canon gets this right. I hope they listen to their most loyal customers. They need to give APS-C fans the true lightning-fast flagship camera they deserve. They have the technology to do it. They just need to make the right choice. If you like the video, subscribe, share the video, and hit the bell icon.